We're live from the Spero Clinic with an amazing graduation today. Shaunie,
Yes.
everyone here is so proud of you, the work that you've done to get to where you're at today. Shaunie came in with lupus, a lot of autoimmune inflammatory stuff going on in her body. She worked very hard for 3 months to get to the bell, and we're so proud of you. And I'm going to let you have the floor, okay?
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Yes.
So exciting. Thank you all so much for coming today. I really, really appreciate each and every one of you. So 4 years ago, Andy and I were getting ready to celebrate our 30th wedding anniversary, and we wanted to take our kids to Israel. So in our area, the churches were not planning any trips due to COVID. So I started Googling trips that would work within our dates, and I am so thankful that God led us to a church right here in Fayetteville, Arkansas, New Heights Church, where I got to meet the sweet people sitting on the front row, our dear friends Josh and Stacy. And through that trip is when Stacy had her experience here. Well, not at that time, but later. She came upon Spero Clinic, and she shared her journey with us, and now she has been able to share with mine. So thank you so much for all of your support and love. It's amazing how God works. In January of 2022, so right after we booked our trip with you guys, I got COVID. And with that, I developed chronic sinusitis and then long COVID. Had that for many months. Eventually, I got all the weird rashes. Yes, and I did take pictures of them all. And then the pain started coming. At that point, it was all in my back. And so my back literally seized up. I would only be able to be out of bed for about 4 or 5 hours at a time, or not at a time, but 4 or 5 hours in a day. And so, and not all at once. So I spent a lot of my time on the couch watching Hallmark movies. It was fun. I also developed mast cell during that time, so my body was really going crazy, and hormones. It was great. It was just like fireworks were going off in my body. It was fun to live through. So many days of that painful itch for like 3 to 5 hours, which I know others here have struggled with that as well. So I met with my rheumatologist. We ran through all the tests, and I was actually diagnosed with lupus. I was put on hydroxychloroquine, and within several months, it actually started working. And for me, the pain and the fatigue were starting to go away. And really that year, every month I got better, a little bit each month. And by my first year checkup, I actually tested negative for lupus, which we all know you don't test negative for lupus. So what do I have? We don't really know. So she started taking me off the medication. I did great. I had a really great year in 2024. And then this past March, I started getting the fatigue again. So what I noticed was I didn't have stamina when I was playing pickleball, of all things. I mean, come on, I got to have stamina for pickleball. And so my body wasn't recovering. I needed to take naps. I needed to sleep in. I was just super tired. And then come April, I started to get pain. And that was in my feet and ankles, kind of radiating up my legs. I was not diagnosed with neuropathy, but from what people say, that's what it felt like. So walking on the knives or the nails, it was awful. I tried not to walk very much. And then it moved into my hands and wrists and up my arms. And so I wasn't able to write. Typing was super hard. Even driving, holding the steering wheel, like afterwards, my hands would ache for hours just after doing that. So went back to a rheumatologist, no diagnosis, didn't test positive for anything except for inflammation, which I could have told you that. Didn't need all those tests. And so there I was kind of at a crossroads of what do I do? And our son, Jake, he was a patient here last year and was here for 5 months and just had a tremendous results. And he actually graduated a year ago last October. And so he called me up and said, Mom, you need to go to Spero. And I'm like, I can't just do that. I can't get up and leave. He's like, Mom, you need to do it. So here I am. And through my reluctance, I showed up, and I've been here for 14 weeks. And I can honestly say that when I first came, it was so overwhelming to just receive all the love and care. Like most of us, you've been managing it on your own, right? You've been doing your own, what's the word for it? Like trying to find different modalities and different therapists and anything to try to bring relief to the symptoms. And so meeting with Dr. B twice a day, checking in with him and talking about my therapies, having him coordinate my care was such a huge relief and blessing. He really was my quarterback on the team. He listened to me, he made adjustments, he offered suggestions for things I should try. His ability to recall things that I would say like 2 or 3 weeks before, I'd be like, I said that? But then he'd remind me, you did have brain fog and fatigue. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's true. I don't remember. But I really appreciated just his easy manner. And I loved hearing his fishing stories. So thank you, Dr. B. I miss you. So thank you for sharing your life with me and really for giving my life back to me. So being treated, and I did count this up, by 23 doctors and therapists was incredible. And I did. I counted you all up. I went through all of my little notes. I have never been in a medical facility where I have felt so loved and cared for. Thank you to each and every one of you for listening to me, for pushing me, for tailoring my treatments just in that moment for exactly what I needed. Really appreciated it. I loved our conversations, and I am so thankful for your friendships. Chelsea. Thank you for pushing me farther than I thought I could go. Thank you for not letting my complaints or squeals stop you. I'll never forget reaching my first 100 in wall squats and bursting into tears, or lying on the table right here, sub-seconding. I call it sub-sucking because it's terrible. In Superman's, and I was face down, and you came up underneath me, and we were resting. And I'm like, I can't go. I can't do it anymore. I can't go any higher. And you're like, that's okay. You're already at 100. You don't have to. And I'm like, oh my gosh, you've got to be kidding me. And I can, of course, bear crawls. I can't believe I requested them. And now, thank you. You all are going to have them. You're welcome. You're welcome. And let's not forget the frog jumps and the suicide sprints this week. Thank you. Thank you. But seriously, Rochelle said last week in regards to Aniston, thank you for your tough love. It's absolutely what I needed, for cheering me on, believing in me, even when I told you I'm not 21 anymore. And yes, I know it's not pain, it's STEM. However, it feels a lot like pain. But I loved our conversations, sharing life with you these past several months. I wouldn't be here today without you.
All the hard work.
And I got you a t-shirt. Look at it. It's so cute. You gotta read it.
Look like a beauty, train like a beast.
It's you!
Thank you.
It's you! You're welcome. I hope you like pink.
I do.
Okay. And I'm also so thankful for all of my brave friends that I've been doing treatments with. Watching you push through and have victories and has motivated me so much. You've encouraged me. God has used your kindness and friendship during this difficult journey. We have a shared experience that has forever changed me. Thank you for letting me be a part of your healing journeys. And I am so thankful that you are a part of mine. And I look forward to the day when you're going to be up here ringing the bell. And a big thank you to all of our friends and family at home that have been praying for me and encouraging me with phone calls and texts. Our ministry team that's been planning the marriage retreat without me, really, really appreciate it. And yes, I know we've just been out here gallivanting around in Arkansas, not doing anything. Thank you to our kids for calling, for visiting, for encouraging, for praying for us. There were days when I didn't see improvements, and you guys were there. You loved on me and you picked me up. Sometimes being in the midst of a battle, it's easy to get really focused just on yourself and kind of forget what's going on in the rest of the world and how wonderful things are going on around me. So thank you for all your FaceTime calls, for seeing sweet little Hazel's face that she's crawling down, and sharing your lives with me. You gave me perspective and hope and joy. Andy, thank you so much for being here with me. You've been my best buddy for 35 years, right? It's a super long time. We're not that old. We must have met when we were 5. And these past 4 years, you have definitely lived out in sickness and in health. Thank you. I know working remotely has been challenging for you, being a stay-at-home dad, husband, especially during this season of your business. So thank you. You have done it without complaining, just wanting a few little niceties, parks at home, Pastor Nanette. But thank you for your sacrificial love. Okay, so I wrote a story. I don't usually write stories, but I was inspired by Mr. Keith and his wittiness, and so I wrote a story. It's short. It's called, you what?
I tried.
You tried. It's called The Spero Neighborhood. As I walk in, I am greeted by the 3 musketeers, Savannah, Tristan, and Quincy. Their warm smiles and easy laughs and quirky question of the day sets the mood for a great day in the Spero neighborhood. I mosey over to Dr. Lucas for a time of adjusting my mood and body. As the elder statesman, he raised the level of class in the neighborhood. Doing my walkabout, I was about to say hello to Alexis in her fine fashion, and Amanda with Samson. If he stands up on his back legs, is Samson taller than Amanda? And where is the mystical Colleen fairy that keeps the neighborhood running so smoothly? Dr. B with his warm welcome and thinking cap on, telling tall tales of weekend fishing expeditions, singing Veggie Tales with Paxton, finding great relief with Dr. Rogers, warm foot baths with Jen and Elisa. But I do wonder, where does all that grossness come from? Retreating to the quiet side, where the treatments were never long enough, in the spa with Joy and Mabelli, where they filled the room with calm and rest. Shane, Hayden, Katie, and Keely working their spells with crystals, cords, cups, and sponges. But beware of the chairs that can flip you on your head. For a split second, I thought I was at Silver Dollar City. Coming to the NMR building was like a box of chocolates. I never knew what I was going to get. Was it bear crawls or burpees or basketball drills galore? From Bailey to Misa, then Chelsea, Sierra, and Anna, with input from Bryce, Katie, Carson, Brandon, and Aniston, the workout would be full of STEM and resting in good form. Pull your shoulders back. Push your left hip back. Tilt your pelvis. No, not that much. Move your big toe. Which big toe? Your ankles are flailing. Duh. I can't see or feel them. Playing the memory game with Tyler while lasers bore into me. Have I just entered the haunted house of Spero? With Jacob's torture chamber, with Lizzie's chair of cheer, I would just pray that I'd make it back home. And home is where I'm headed, thankfully better than ever, all because of the therapists, doctors, and staff in the Spero neighborhood. Thank you. Yay! Here we go! Thank you.